Yeah, Shannon, today jurors are set to begin day 2 of deliberation in the Jussie Smollett trial. He's charged with staging a fake hate crime, falsely reporting it back in 2019. Smollett says it happened. If convicted, though, he faces up to 3 years in prison. So let's go live to Chicago now. BNC's Derrick Lewis is standing by outside the courthouse. Good morning to you, Derrick. When will deliberations resume? And remind us how long the jury got together to talk about the case yesterday.
Good morning, Sharon. Yeah, right now we are outside the criminal courthouse here in Chicago. Deliberations started yesterday and they lasted for about 2 hours yesterday before the jury broke for a break, and then they are returning here this morning where they are expected to continue deliberations here in this trial that has lasted now for a little over a week. Now, what we do know is that back in 2019, Smollett said that he was attacked downtown Chicago by 2 men at 2 in the morning, where they yelled racist and homophobic slurs at him, wrapped a rope around his neck, and then poured some sort of substance on him. But Chicago police say after spending hundreds of hours looking at surveillance video, nothing shows the attack. Smollett's family even issued a statement calling the attack a hate crime. But a few weeks go by, and police say the investigation shifted after interviewing the 2 brothers Smollett says attacked him. They believe that the actor lied about the attack. Prosecutors charged him with disorderly conduct for filing a false police report. Sharon.
Yeah, so Derrick, as you said, court resumes, the deliberations resume in about an hour. There was some talk that this jury, though, had things that they needed to get through and get done. Of course, the case comes first, but tomorrow's Friday. So what are legal experts saying about when we might expect a verdict and whether we'll get one? Maybe it'll be a hung jury.
Yeah, so we do know a verdict could come at any point in the next few days, including today. But this jury, again, they've been deliberating for 2 hours total so far, and that was just yesterday, and they are expected to continue this morning. So right now, we don't exactly know when a verdict could come, but we are standing by to make sure that we're here covering that when we do get word that a verdict is out. But again, we are expecting that to come. Could be today, could be tomorrow, but again, within the next few days.
So let's remind people the Osundario brothers, they were the star witnesses for the prosecution in this case. They said Jussie Smollett paid them $3,500 via check to do this hate crime against him. He wanted to put it on social media, but a motive was not clearly established, most would agree, by the prosecution here. Do we know if these brothers will be in court for the reading of the verdict? Because they do seem to be enjoying in flashes, the limelight.
Well, yeah, there is a chance that the 2 brothers will be in the courtroom, as they have been during this trial. The 2 of them testified that Smollett recruited them to fake the attack, and they say Smollett, who openly identifies as gay, told them to put a noose around his neck and yell these racist and homophobic slurs. Now, the actor's attorneys argued that the brothers are homophobic and that the siblings said they wouldn't testify against Smollett if he agreed to pay them each $1 million.
Yeah, Smollett's team said that they also wanted to do security for him and that he had a romantic relationship with one of the Osundario brothers. We've covered the case proudly, extensively here on Start Your Day and BNC. We think like nobody else does these trials and kind of considering all aspects, race, celebrity, sex, because it's all here. What about other media outlets? Are they covering the trial the same way?
Well, Sharon, there are other journalists out here, but I don't think that they are going as extensively as we are covering this, because you have these so many factors that you just mentioned, as well as the fact that it is a hate crime that should be taken seriously. So that is why we are here covering this on the ground here. And you have 2 very different stories about exactly what happened. So we'll be covering this until the verdict comes out later at some point.
Yeah, it's very convoluted, Derrick Lewis. I know you'll be all over it and report to us as soon as that verdict comes back from the jury. Or again, maybe there will be none. Maybe it'll be a hung jury. But at the same time, again, Smollett says one thing, the brothers say something else. There's inconsistencies. And a lot of time has passed from somebody who was not going to be prosecuted to somebody who's now on trial. So all of it needs to be put into context. Derrick Lewis, BNC correspondent for us live in Chicago. Thank you, Derrick.